Just when we thought that conference realignment might take a season off, well, it's back, and just coming mere hours after the reported news that this was in the works, the Pac-12 is officially rebuilding, adding Colorado State, San Diego State, Fresno State, and Boise State into the former Pac-12, which is the Pac-2 now, for I think the 2026 to 2027 season. So we're still a couple seasons out from this. But this was, when the news report came out that this was in talks, I was like, I don't know what the play is here, because the idea is for Washington State and Oregon State to try to salvage a power conference, and backfilling from everywhere but a power conference is not going to restate that to status. What you're basically doing is doing a Mountain West merger without it actually being called a merger. So I'm not sure why that didn't really go through. The real interesting ticker about this is that these are the 4 schools mentioned, and they're not out of the realm of, like, if the Pac-2 were to bring in schools, I think everyone had these 4 schools in their list. There is a name here that is missing that I find interesting, and that is UNLV. UNLV was a popular talking point for the initial Pac-12 collapse, bringing them in. They're also a talking point for the Big 12, and I think that is the reason that UNLV isn't here. Do I think they hold out and really hope for a power conference shot? No, probably not. They probably either stick with this Mountain West stuff, if the Mountain West survives, that is, or they go to this new Pac-12. I do think UNLV has Big 12 aspirations. That might come to fruition. That's a good market over there. It kind of adds to that kind of a western side that now that it has Arizona State and all that. But this is interesting stuff. We look at this article by the AP here. We look at who's next for the Pac-12, and they're talking about the rest of the Mountain West. They're talking about the American, which would make this a nationwide conference, because they're looking at Memphis, which is so far away. And Cal and Stanford, people were saying, oh, they should come back. They are tied up. And like it says there at the very end of that little section there, unless the ACC is next to collapse, which I do think it might, Cal and Stanford are not going to come back. So if the ACC does collapse, I fully expect Cal and Stanford to rejoin the Pac-12. I don't know what that means for like a team like SMU over there. Does SMU make that jump? Does SMU get swallowed by the Big 12? No idea what's going on here, but they do have to pay every single school, the conference for every single school they're poaching, $10 million. Now, this helps because they have a huge war chest. I can't remember what that number is from the old Pac-12 that the other schools tried to get their hands on, but luckily Oregon State and Washington State were able to hold on to it. That number's huge. It's like $250 million. I don't want to misquote that. Don't quote me on that. It's somewhere in this article. I remember seeing it. Yeah, I don't know where it's at. That's the Mountain West deal, I think. Yeah. Anyway, this is all happening really quick. I didn't expect this to happen immediately after the news report was published last night, but here it is. I'm honestly maybe expecting a response from the Big 12, and I don't know why they feel the need to maybe do that. I don't know if that's even being reported anywhere, but we're going to see how this pans out, and let me know down below what you think, what schools are going to be coming into this conference, and what its type of status will be, and would you even do this, or would you have kept the Mountain West together? I'll see you guys in the next video.